Picture this, a time when television screens weren't flat and handheld, but rather boxes that blinked to life with flickering black and white images. Among these flickers, a name emerged, Sandra Dee. Whether you knew her from her movies or glimpsed her on a magazine cover at the local store, Sandra Dee had a way of staying with you. Maybe it was the innocent charm she exuded or the relatable girl next door aura that made her feel like someone you knew. You might remember her from a time when you were flipping through channels and stumbled upon one of her films, or perhaps you heard your parents or grandparents talk about how she graced the silver screen. Sandra Dee, a name that evokes a sense of nostalgia for an era gone by. For some, she was the epitome of grace, elegance, and youthful spirit. She played roles that resonated with people across generations, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those who saw her. But beyond the screen, there's a web of intriguing facts that make up the fabric of her life. Now, let's journey back through time to uncover some surprising and lesser-known tidbits about the enigmatic Sandra Dee. From her early life to her rise in Hollywood, there's more to her story than meets the eye. So, buckle up for a ride through history as we explore the world of Sandra Dee, one fact at a time. Sandra Dee, the iconic actress of the 1960s, achieved the remarkable feat of ranking as high as 6 on the list of top box office stars in 1961. Her meteoric rise to fame was marked not only by her talent, but also by her unique name. Born Alexandra Zuck on April 23, 1942, in Bayonne, New Jersey, Dee adopted her famous first name as a stage name and took the initial D from her stepfather's surname, becoming Sandra Dee. This change was emblematic of her transformation from a young girl from New Jersey into a Hollywood sensation. One of the pivotal moments in her life occurred when she became a mother at the tender age of 19. On December 16, 1961, Sandra Dee gave birth to her only child, a son she named Dodd Mitchell Casado, known in the entertainment world as Dodd Darren. The child's father was none other than her ex-husband, the legendary singer and actor Bobby Darin. Sandra Dee's journey from a small-town girl to a top-ranking Hollywood star and a young mother captivated the public's imagination during the early 1960s. Her legacy endures as a symbol of that era's glamour and talent. Universal Studios crafted the name Sandra Dee by deftly shortening her given name, Alexandra Zuck, a pivotal move that would transform her into a household name. Sandra Dee, born on April 23, 1942, in Bayonne, New Jersey, quickly rose to fame as one of Hollywood's leading actresses during the late 1950s and early 1960s. Dee's meteoric rise to stardom was propelled not only by her talent, but also by her marriage to singer Bobby Darin. This union became the subject of a biographical film titled Beyond the Sea, where Kevin Spacey portrayed Darin, and the film detailed the intricacies of their relationship. Their marriage, which ended in divorce in 1967, added a layer of fascination to Dee's life story. Furthermore, Sandra Dee's popularity extended beyond her film career. She achieved the distinction of being listed on the Quigley Publications' Top 10 Money-Making Stars poll during her peak years in the early 1960s, a testament to her widespread appeal and box office success. In retrospect, the creation of the Sandra Dee persona, her marriage to Bobby Darin, and her inclusion in the Quigley Top 10 list all contribute to the enduring legacy of this iconic actress. Her life and career continue to captivate audiences, making her a timeless figure in Hollywood history. This concise exploration of Sandra Dee's journey from Alexandra Zuck to stardom and her marriage to Bobby Darin offers a glimpse into the complexities of a Hollywood icon. Sandra Dee, the iconic actress of the 1960s, is perhaps best known for her portrayal of the sweet and innocent girl next door. However, her career and personal life were marked by intriguing twists and turns. One of the most notable moments in her career came when she was immortalized in the popular song Look at Me, Sandra Dee from the 1978 movie Grease. The song, performed by Stockard Channing's character Rizzo, humorously mocked Dee's squeaky clean image. Surprisingly, Dee herself took it all in stride, stating that she didn't mind the ribbing and always had a hearty laugh about it. This good-natured response endeared her even more to her fans, showing that she had a sense of humor about her image. Dee's personal life was not without its share of headlines, especially due to her tumultuous marriage to the singer Bobby Darin. Their relationship was a stormy one, filled with highs and lows that captivated the public's attention. Despite its painful aspects, it was a union that kept the tabloids buzzing. The couple's marriage eventually ended in divorce, but their story remains a captivating chapter in Hollywood history. In the early 60 seconds, Sandra Dee enjoyed a remarkable 4-year run, from 1960 through 1963, as one of America's most beloved actresses. During this period, she achieved her highest level of fame and success. Her roles in films like Gidget, Imitation of Life, and Tammy Tell Me True showcased her talent and endeared her to audiences across the nation. This era marked the pinnacle of her career, and she remains an enduring figure in American cinema. In conclusion, Sandra Dee's life and career were marked by both triumphs and challenges. From being immortalized in a hit song to her stormy marriage and a remarkable 4-year run of success, her legacy endures as a beloved figure in Hollywood history. One of the most successful teenage movie stars of the 20th century, Sandra Dee captivated audiences with her talent and charm. Born Alexandra Zuck in 1942, she quickly rose to fame as the quintessential girl next door in a string of iconic films during the late 1950s and early 1960s. Dee's breakout role came in 1957 when she starred alongside James Stewart in The 12 Angry Men, earning critical acclaim. Her enchanting presence on screen and her ability to connect with young audiences catapulted her to stardom. She became a symbol of American innocence, a reflection of the era's fascination with youth culture. By 1965, Sandra Dee found herself in a unique position in Hollywood history. She was the last major star still under an exclusive contract, and Universal Studios had the distinction of being the last major studio to have an actress under such a binding agreement. This contractual arrangement was emblematic of the studio system's decline, as the industry shifted towards a more independent and actor-centric model. Beyond her career, Sandra Dee had a personal life that also made headlines. She married singer Bobby Darin in 1960, a union that captured the public's imagination. Together, they were one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples. Dee and Darin had a son, Dodd Darin, and later became grandparents to 2 granddaughters, Alexa and Olivia Darin, born to Dodd and his wife, Audrey Tannenbaum. Sandra Dee's legacy endures as a symbol of youth and innocence in the golden age of Hollywood. Her career and life story offer a unique glimpse into the evolution of the entertainment industry, making her a timeless figure in American cinema. Sandra Dee's life was a tumultuous journey through the highs and lows of fame and personal struggles. Her son, Dodd Mitchell, offered a candid glimpse into her troubled life in his 1994 book, Dream Lovers, The Magnificent Shattered Lives of Bobby Darin and Sandra Dee. Within its pages, he painted a stark picture of his mother's battles with anorexia, as well as her struggles with drug and alcohol addiction. Dee, once a beloved Hollywood starlet, saw her career take a downturn in the 1970s. This decline in her professional life paralleled a descent into personal turmoil as she grappled with anorexia, alcoholism, and depression. However, a glimmer of hope emerged for both her and her fans when she made a brief return to the limelight after 2 decades of seclusion. In a heartwarming reunion for fans, Sandra Dee took the stage at the Beverly Hills Cannon Theater in a production of Love Letters alongside her former co-star from The Wonderful Years, John Saxon. This comeback was a poignant moment, a rekindling of the adoration that had once surrounded her in the heyday of her career. But perhaps the most significant resurgence in Sandra Dee's public profile came in 2004 with the release of the movie Beyond the Sea. This biographical film, starring Kevin Spacey as Bobby Darin and Kate Bosworth, as Sandra Dee reignited interest in the actress' life and her tumultuous relationship with Darin. Sandra Dee's life was marked by both triumph and tribulation, and her son's book, her brief return to the stage, and the cinematic portrayal of her life all contributed to the enduring fascination with this iconic Hollywood figure. Sandra Dee, the beloved American actress known for her iconic roles in the 1950s, in 60 Seconds, faced a tumultuous health battle in the year 2000. Diagnosed with both throat cancer and kidney failure, Dee's life took a dramatic turn as she confronted these serious health challenges. Dee, who had charmed audiences with her girl-next-door persona in films such as Gidget and Tammy, and The Bachelor, reportedly approved of a documentary project that aimed to shed light on her life and career during this challenging period. She gave her blessing to the endeavor, allowing a candid glimpse into her struggles and triumphs. Throat cancer and kidney failure are formidable adversaries, and Dee's battle was no exception. It was a trying time for the actress, her family, and her countless fans who had grown up with her on the silver screen. Despite the odds stacked against her, Dee exhibited remarkable resilience and strength throughout her health crisis. Sandra Dee's journey through illness and her courageous decision to share her story with the world served as an inspiration to many. Her legacy not only encompasses her cinematic contributions, but also her indomitable spirit in the face of adversity. In the annals of Hollywood history, Sandra Dee's name endures not only for her on-screen talent, but also for her unwavering determination in confronting life's most formidable challenges. Her story reminds us that even in the most trying times, the human spirit can shine brightly. As we draw the curtain on this journey through the captivating world of Sandra Dee's performances, I invite you to take a moment to reflect. Think back to the first time you encountered her on screen, the emotions she stirred within you, and the memories etched in your heart. Sandra Dee was more than just an actress. She was a muse, a source of inspiration, and a timeless icon. Her talent transcended the silver screen, reaching deep into the hearts of those who watched her. Whether you were enchanted by her grace in romantic dramas or enthralled by her versatility in various roles, Sandra Dee had a unique ability to leave an indelible mark on her audience. Now, I encourage you to share your cherished memories and thoughts about Sandra Dee's performances. Let your words be a testament to the enduring impact she had on the world of entertainment and the lives of those who admired her. It's through these shared experiences that we keep her legacy alive, ensuring that future generations can discover and appreciate the magic she brought to the screen. As we bid adieu to this tribute, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation for your time and interest in celebrating the life and work of Sandra Dee. Her contributions to entertainment will forever shine brightly, and your participation in this reflection is a beautiful tribute to her enduring influence. Thank you, and may Sandra Dee's cinematic legacy continue to inspire and captivate for generations to come.